right time. I think even though I wasn't really loving the early morning time, that it was more consistent for me. So in this like interim, the middle place, the day 20, 21, 22, I feel myself trying to adjust into a new like rhythm with this thing, and I haven't quite like found it yet. So bear with me. I'm not seeing a lot of you jumping on live, so I'm imagining you're watching after the fact if you're watching, so just hang with me. I'm still doing this every day. I'm just trying to figure out what is this rhythm, and this is like perfect also with the moving toward the winter solstice. The energy is changing, like we are going within. On the app, if you're following along on the 40-day vision quest, the practices are now turning toward dream work and like going within the self and preparing to go into your dreams. And so I thought nighttime lives would be appropriate, but I guess I can't really say like a specific time. I'm just here, and we're just gonna roll with it. Maybe I'll do morning and night. I don't know. We'll see. So we're at day 21. I'm gonna pull a card, and if you are just waking up, then and watching this, then you can take this into your day. And if you're just about to go to sleep and you're watching this, I've got Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is the harmonious balancing of opposites, of the give and the take energy. And so in this opposite position is like, where does it not feel harmonious? Where do you not feel the balance of give and take? And to find how to balance that back out. And black tourmaline is showing up as the crystal, which is the protection card. So there's definitely like this masculine, very like Shiva protective energy that's coming in and saying, hey, like this needs to be present in your life. Like you need to have this protective, anchoring, grounding energy so that you can balance this stuff out. Like you need a hand in giving and a hand in receiving. You need to be like balanced in both scales, and in order to do that, this protective, I don't want to say barrier, because it's not like we're being protected from anything, even though it can feel like that. But what's happening is we are like collapsing an old structure, right? We're collapsing an old timeline, an old reality, and it's almost like being shielded from the blast while we're at the same time integrating, taking into ourselves all that we previously were so that we can manifest this new creation. There's like a fortification of our essence that is also represented by divine masculine energy. Like what is that energy that's stepping in and like fortifying that space? And there might be some different attempts of that showing up in your life. Does it look like this? Does it look like that? Does it look like this? And I'm also getting with this, like there could be some false representations of that. Like is something acting, feigning like it is the protective masculine energy? Or is it a faker? Is there a part of reality that's a false? So in the book, which this is Judy Hall's Crystal Oracle deck, she's talking about you may be carrying a past life curse, creating dis-ease. Let go of overcautiousness, but stay protected. Interestingly, yesterday the Atlantisite purpurite came up, which is the curse clearer. So this black tourmaline could also be showing like we're trying to like neutralize that. So if you're going into dream realm, which I'm about to, I just want to like tune us into that protective, fortifying field that we do want to be aware of before we go into dreamscape, so we can consciously be aware and have our wits about us. And of course, we're heading into, in this timeline, an eclipse, a solar eclipse in a couple of days. So we're preparing for that activation, which anything you're doing as your spiritual practice over an eclipse is multiplied by 1,000 times if you follow Indian lore about that, or wisdom rather. So is there anything else that wants to come through? I want to talk a little bit about what is coming up in the energies in regular life while going along this 40-day, because maybe you're experiencing something like this, and that is definitely still a lot of under the surface, like release valves going off and things coming out from underneath. So that can feel like a lot. And of course, regulate how often you need to put yourself in that, or if you need to take space for that. Sometimes the interactions are what is bringing that up and making that possible. So be as caring with one another as you can right now, as we are helping each other release what's been stored up, right, in the undercurrents. And to be as graceful as we can. And, since I'm here at night, where I'm at, this is also good advice for the dream realm, like that as you're going into dream state, recognize that a lot of your own subconscious fears or unprocessed stuff is going to surface in the night. So like last night I dreamed that I was driving off a cliff with my kids and my mom accidentally, because the car, like the vehicle broke down and we were rolling backwards, and that's when I woke up. And so I was looking at what my subconscious fears, were about, releasing those things like attachments to worldly, possessions and people and so forth. And that this is a time that we're needing to check those, like, of course, we love the people in our life. I'm so glad you're here. And it's good to practice kindness and love and compassion. The animal totem we've got is the flying bat, or the flying fox, which actually is the kindness card. But interestingly enough, flies through the night with eyes that see. Bat is a transformative symbol. So I don't know if where you're at, you're in the daytime, I think, where you're checking in from. But as I go into the night, my intention is to have vision in my dreams and to have eyes to see what's coming up, so that I can utilize the blessing of dream realm to accelerate my daytime transformations, right? We're going through a lot of our awakening process while we're awake, but we're actually going through a lot of it when we're in the other realms dreaming too. 6:30 p.m. Okay, so but you're tomorrow, right? I'm on Wednesday. I think you're on Thursday, right? So yeah, getting ready for this dream realm. So I want to share one of the practices that I'm taking into dream time tonight, but if you want to do the rest of them, they are on my app and they are free in the 40-day vision quest right now. If you want to jump in, you just go to blissme.passion.io and hit the vision quest free button. You can jump on. And so I gave a couple, one dream practice tonight, and there's more coming tomorrow. But to have a dream journal near you, and to practice turning on and off any lights, or lighting candles and turning them off, whatever is your light source, so you have some reference to that. Like light switches don't work in dream realm, so just some little interesting things. And then I like to wake myself up in the night as well to interrupt a dream cycle, and that will help you retain more awareness of your dream state also. So I feel a lot of the dreams starting to come together more. We use some kind of a next layer of fabric to our waking life, waking state. I draw great significance, actually. You're watching me from New Zealand, but watching the Aboriginal tribes in Australia come out and speak about the whole situation that's happening down there, down under with the backs, and their response to that. And my response to that on a spiritual level, that there is a new dream being dreamed, and it's being dreamed by all the dreamers now. And on the one hand, I honor, like, of course, the previous cycles, gatekeepers and dreamers and holders of the way. And I'm also aware that that is sort of a signal and a sign that there is a new dream arising, a waking dream in the collective that is going to transcend that previous dream cycle. And I don't mean any disrespect at all. I'm looking with like hawk eyes over the situation, wondering the significance, and also sending blessings that those beings can be honored and released, and their ways can be honored as well. But there is something in the cycle changing as far as the layers of the dream. And I don't know if you've seen the movie Inception, but you get down in the dream inside of a dream inside of a dream, and then you're like getting out of the dream, blowing up layers. There's something about that. And through the next 19 days or so, there's some other layers of the dream that I want to expose with you. And yeah, I just hope you'll join me. So I'm off to that dream realm now, sending you deep blessings for bringing balance into your life and feeling protected in your evolutionary process. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your presence here. It's a great honor. Okay. Namaste.